Well, the NBA postseason has had its first major shakeup. The New Orleans Pelicans were able to go into Phoenix and take down the number one seeded Suns, a team that's been the best team throughout the regular season this year. Let's call a spade pretty much over the last two seasons, fresh off of their NBA Finals appearance, losing in 6 games to Giannis and the Bucks. But obviously the most important piece coming out of Game 2 is not that the Suns lost. They can lose a game. They're human. It is the fact, though, that Devin Booker has a hamstring injury. According to Woj over at ESPN right now, it is a grade 2 hamstring strain, which likely means Book will be unavailable for games 3 and 4 in New Orleans. This is interesting. I tweeted out last night, follow me on Twitter, at Mr.Taliaferro, the biggest storyline of the NBA postseason just happened. We obviously know injuries are a part of the game. Heck, Phoenix had to deal with their share of injuries last year with Chris Paul pretty much playing with one hand through the first couple rounds of the postseason. Devin Booker being out is different, because Chris Paul is only 6 feet tall, and Cam Payne did a spectacular job last year at replacing Chris when he went down. All due respect to Cam Johnson, 6th Man of the Year candidate, he ain't no Devin Booker. Devin Booker allows Phoenix to not be whole on the defensive end, and they still be able to win games pretty convincingly with him being out. And I'm one of the guys that I didn't love Booker coming into the league. Let me be clear about that. The Kobe comparisons threw it off for me. I don't like that. But he's growing on me. He's consistent. He's growing on me more times than not. And him being out. Now you look around at this series and you see guys like Brandon Ingram, and you're thinking, who the heck does Phoenix have on their side that could guard him? Because it matters more. The Phoenix team ain't going to be dropping 130 points right now because Book's gone. You look around and you're thinking, oh, Jose Alvarado, if he feels like he can, go toe-to-toe with Chris Paul, obviously not for an entire series, but if he could do this for one more game, if the Pelicans are able to get game 3, now we're talking. If he could get under CP3's skin with his little steal antics and all that stuff and his hard play, shout out New York, okay, we might have something here. I'm DeAndre Ayton, he got to be a big boy every game now, not just when he wants to, every game. Mikal Bridges came that short of winning Defensive Player of the Year. Okay, he's going to have to be locked down now guarding C.J. McCollum when he does. This is a series. Without Booker being there for 3 and 4, I am now expecting, from what I've seen from New Orleans, for this to be a 2-2 tie coming back to Phoenix for a best of 3. That is interesting. And all the pressure in the world is going to go to the Suns, who clearly have had championship aspirations. Hell, I didn't think they were going to lose a game in round 1. I picked them to win in 4. Now, if you put my head against the wall, or my green screen rather, I'm still rolling with Phoenix to find a way to win this one. But look, I got to call a spade a spade. I've been somebody who's been screaming. I think Chris Paul is still the best point guard in the game. I'm not talking about yesterday. I'm talking about right now. If he is that, he's got to be able to help his team win 3 games and beat the Pelicans. Period. God's been saying that Chris Paul is the MVP of the league over the last couple years. I have not thought that. I think Chris Paul is the best point guard in the game, but for me, the MVP award, it comes down to a few different things, not just play when you're there, but being there every night, and CP3 hadn't done that this season for me. And then last year, there were too many nights where Phoenix were blowing their teams out, and his stat line was like 12 and 8. So CP3 ain't been my MVP. But for all those CP3 is the MVP of the league over the last couple years, guys, he's got an opportunity to prove it. An MVP should be able to win 3 games against the Pelicans. Y'all hold Nikola Jokic to that standard. The Nuggets are getting handed it to him right now by the Warriors. Y'all telling me that Jokic should be culpable for at least keeping the Nuggets competitive against a loaded, getting healthy Golden State Warriors team. Okay, I hear y'all. Chris Paul then, in the same token, should be able to win 3 games with the group he's got. Let's not forget the Pelicans have made no excuses. They've been without Zion Williamson all year. So Booker's out for Phoenix. Zion's out for New Orleans. You still expect a team that was number 1 all year with the MVP candidate in Chris Paul, if not for the injury. They should prevail. They got the better coach. I love Willie Green, but he's young. Monty Williams on the other side. I still think the Suns got more talent. I'm picking Chris Paul over CJ McCollum every day of the week. Brandon Ingram is nice, but you got Jay Crowder, Mikal Bridges, guys that can lock up. I expect one of those guys to do something with B.I. and make life a little more difficult. Down low, no disrespect to Jonas Valanciunas, but DeAndre Ayton is looking to get the big bag this summer, so I'm going to expect him to play like that. Phoenix got to find a way to take care of business with Devin Booker. Could potentially be done for this series. He might be back for a Game 6, Game 7, but he is definitely, according to Woj, going to miss Games 3 and Games 4. And boy, does this make this first round that more interesting.